Yo, this is Kingearner coming to you guys live and direct.
And I am Likmoss, the definition of sturdy.
And this is the Circle of Honor podcast. Oh, Leak, what's up, baby? You know, we've been having like a lot of people come up lately. So it's been a, three-man thing. And it's been an honor.
It's been an honor.
It's been an honor. I can't lie about that, man. And what I like about it is that everybody that comes up, the vibe is always of honor. It's always a bunch of respect. It's always a bunch of class, and it's the sturdiness that, we speak on all the time.
Absolutely.
Tonight, you know what I want to talk about, man. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I kind of want to defend some honor tonight.
You want to defend some honor?
I got to defend some honor tonight, and I got to make sure it stands so sturdy that the world understand that, we're not sitting around here. This podcast isn't a gossip thing. They see me a lot. They see me snatch honor. They see me talking about individuals. But my goal is to really make sure the youngins get a clear vision of what not to do, and praying they go in the right direction from the negative things that we have done and the dishonorable things that the rats have done. So Kevin Gates, way before I even got a chance to really meet him, you met him. When you met Kevin Gates, how was his honor? The first time.
All the way intact.
All the way intact. He stood
solid individual.
Stood sturdy. Was a man all the way around the board.
As far as I know.
This is what I'm honored by. And the fact that he's always took a position of giving a lending hand out to a lot of people, man. Like, he showed major love to individuals, you know what I'm saying? The song with him and Fat Boy, from what I'm understanding.
And cleared it. Gave it to him and cleared it.
Cleared it and gave it to him. Nobody really does that in the industry. And that was a solid. And if I look at the vlogs and I look at a lot of stuff, Gates he was like a fan of ad music, like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? So what I liked about that is that he didn't have a problem with anything that was genuine with him. So for individuals that always take a shot at him because he says things that they may feel like it's too freaky. Well, I'm a man here, and I don't want to get too deep in it. Everybody licks a little rear end if you're a man. If you're a woman, I lick rear ends. You know what I'm saying? I licks a woman rear end. I lick her rear end. I'll kiss my wife's toes. I'll be all over there. Things like this. And I think, if he got his shirt off, it's like, why y'all care? This is an image that is for women. Why are men concerned? It's just like you watching somebody fight without their shirt off. What's the big deal? Like, what's the whole thing? Why is everybody tending to jump on Kevin Gates? You know what I'm saying? It's just
spend too much time worrying about other people.
I agree. And it's like, for instance, us right now. That's like right now. We just seen it. Like, I understand we got a platform where we understand the algorithm. We understand we can put whatever we want in the comments. On the title to make the title go viral. But you mean to tell me I'm gonna sacrifice my honor and just jumping at something and putting out? And I want to say this. I've done that before. Like, people give me false information, but I make sure I go back and correct it as a person who is putting out the wrong information. These guys see something like what's been going on online, and they'll attack him and didn't even pay attention, because anybody that pay attention to that type of nonsense that people do, you can tell it's pure hate. Pure hate. Get up this morning and figured out they're going to lie, and the people in the comments are the worst. It's always sick because the comments undefeated. You tell me that all the time.
Only the fake pages, because they be people that really know you most of the time.
Correct.
So they'll say certain things to get themselves away, but and let you know, like, oh, this motherfucker really know. This is almost every time. So yeah, it'd be that. The fans is cool though in the comments. It be all the fake pages. Like nobody really does any of the hating and none of that stuff from real pages nowadays.
No, and they don't stand on honor because when people come onto different podcasts and talk about stars, what would make you automatically your brain just jump to believing it when you know that these people people try to get notoriety over individuals that are important, that are doing successful things in life. He's back with his wife and he never left her. That's what used to mind boggle me. I never had to get on the phone and call him and ask him and say, "Yo, Gates, you back with your wife?" And she's never going nowhere. So they can do the hate. They can do all the disrespect, making up things in their head. This is a family. This is something this man built from the ground up. And if you can remember Kevin Gates from the beginning, he was wild. They was all cool with that. Remember, he was a little rough around the edges, and he let them know or cussed them out. They was like kind of okay with that. But it's like, come on, man. I'm just burnt out on it, bro. I'm burnt out. What do you suggest? Like, how do we win this? Or do you think the internet could be fixed from this type of nonsense ever?
No.
Even with us around, you don't think it can't get no type of like?
No, because it give everybody a voice. Get a voice is a voice. So when we put ourselves in that type of spotlight, we put ourselves in a position to be ridiculed. Man, they gonna try to do whatever they can for no reason except that they don't like their life.
Right.
They gonna try to do whatever they can. Some people thrive off of bringing other people down. And attention, you got people that's gonna chase attention. They're gonna chase the fame.
It's crazy because about a week ago, Kevin Gates put up a post in his stories, and he said that people try to, destroy you off of your past and try to bring it down. And it's ironic that how this land right in place all the negativity during Ramadan. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of people miss the fact that there are individuals who look to bother your peace. You take a time during Ramadan and people like, at a time coming up, people have respect for each other, especially with religion. Sunday is church, whatever, people stay out of people's way, and I ain't gonna do this on a Sunday, and, things of that, or Friday with Juma, oh man, I ain't gonna act like this. It's like now people are looking past that. Individuals are like more, don't care about it. There's no fear of anything because of what you said. Anybody can come and just be a voice.
And they believe that they can hide all day. They really, because a lot of them don't come out the house. They be in their back room doing vlogs all day.
24/7.
Yeah, and they was like, ain't nobody gonna catch me here.
So it's like, I can get away with it.
And a lot of times, you don't even gotta show your face. You can just do voiceovers.
Oh, and it was crazy because when I first started snatching honor and speaking on YouTube, it used to be thousands of people like saying my name, and they had masses on. I got Erner's work, and they have a million people in that joint, and it'd be like, where the work at? It's like I couldn't myself doing anything. I'm probably one of the only individuals that got to do something with the whole snatch your honor, the Rizat thing that put my face on it first. Like, all right, and I'm around with it. When you see me, hey, how you doing, whatever. But the Rizats I was able to snatch was able to see me. You see what I'm saying? I don't see these guys, all of them that done vlogs. If you go to my vlogs, you see me snatch honor outside in the street. You see me snatching the schoolyards where the kids ain't out yet. I'm in the morning. I'm just snatching just about everybody honor outside.
And everywhere. So
when do you say things like this and be men and, be available for the, like a Gates, like these creeps that talk? It blew my mind. I'm going to say his name. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what kind of entertainer he is. Goes by the name of Nino Brown. It blew my mind, bro, because I've seen Gates shout this guy out. And he keeps a crown on his head. And, he be talking a lot of things that make sense. But it's like the whole character thing. That's like right now if I put a crown on my head. I'm not look like a clown. I don't mind the sword because I'm looking like the snatch honor here. I feel great about it. I'm able to go to bed about it. I can't go to bed with individuals that sit up there, receive all the love from these individuals that got the blessings from God, and then turn around and 6 months later or 2 years later, because of you see something that's not even on TMZ come out and you run with it. Like, even if it was on TMZ, I'm just saying TMZ is like lot more verified than a lot of places, but it's like, cool, it's there. That doesn't mean just go in. Just go in.
Now it comes out that, the whole thing is a lie. Then what? What, you gonna apologize?
It's
you
like,
gotta do that publicly, just like you tried to humiliate me publicly.
Yeah, that's like a pull up, shake hand type thing. Like, I apologize. I mean, that's the type of man I am. Like, damn, I apologize, homie. I ain't really. But so many people, they got this pride. It's like the youngins on the streets, you know what I mean? They got this pride. They might have a fight and they take a loss, and the first thing they do is go to a pistol. You know what I mean? It's like that pride is going to get a lot of people in a bad positions because it takes away your strength. No matter if you can kill or not, it takes away your strength when you can't shake hands and be a man. Okay, everybody can shoot, but it's like, are you a man? And if you're not even fighting, just are you able to just shake a hand and say, I apologize? Because it seems like everybody on offense.
Take a lot more to do that than kill somebody.
It take a whole lot more than that. You know how many times I had to bite my tongue as I am older now? Because I don't want to be in jail the rest of my life. And I say, you know what? I'm not going to be dishonored here, like face to face. You could talk all online all you want. But I'm saying, like, face to face, it's like, if I'm in a situation where I feel like my anger is about to take control, and I feel like the person that I'm going through something with is going to benefit off that, and they want to benefit, like, oh, he's angry, he's going to hurt me. It don't matter how far he go. I just got him to hurt me. I don't let myself be controlled. It wakes me right up. Mm-hmm. I catch it.
Dictate all my fights.
I catch it. I dictate them, and I try to make sure that at this age that I'm really not fighting. So it's like how you're coming to me, that's my defense. But it seems like everybody got this pride where they're looking to be the aggressor, but they don't really understand the position of the aggressor in these times. The aggressor is dead. Or in the can for a will.
I mean, all the ones that I know.
They're gone. And, I had that aggressive behavior at a time, and I just had to stop it because it was immature. It's like, hold on, as I get older by the years, it's like, now I'm really 46. 46, I say that to you all the time. How the hell I get this old? I'm really 46 years of age, so.
I ain't that far, man.
Yeah, you're right there with me. You're close. You're getting very close. You hear me? You're getting very close. But for Gates to be as mature as he is, and he's not my age yet, and I respect it, man. He's extended his hand. He came in the middle of North Philly. He's done what a lot of artists hasn't done. He shouted out Ab numerous of times.
I never heard him say he'd tell on the dead, man.
I never heard him say he'd tell on the dead, man. And I've seen him carry the mature end of it and say, I ain't even on, never mind the rats. Mm-hmm. Some people would think they, Erna, he was so, I'm not with all that. That man has his maturity and his level of life, his family, or what is he doing? And he's not harboring them. You know what he's giving them understanding that? You're not in my space of any type of harm because I don't care about you. And that's how we all should be, honestly. It's just that if you don't have a Kingearner snatching honor, then guess what? Everybody is oblivious to what's going on, and everybody is indicted in jail. And before they can get to the indictment, I'm telling them that they can go ahead and get a job and then build a business. It's not easy. You keep your money, you keep everything. You don't got to worry about bells or anything. So, I just wanted to touch base on that tonight, man. I wanted to really be a man about it and really come to the camera and look them in the eyes and tell the world, if we're going to carry honor, man, stop going off of what a lie people saying that you can see is a lie, evidently. Be men. Men aren't looking for views and likes based off of lies. If I make a mistake or if I lie, I'm going to fix that mistake. And if the mistake comes to me and I see it's of dishonor, I'm not trying to hear that. So it's like a thing. How they said it back in the day. Out here nowadays in these times, you got to keep. My dad used to say it to me before I went to school. Keep my eyes and my ears open and keep my mouth shut. That's the only way.
That's great advice.
That's the best advice. You see what I'm saying?
Great advice.
But you make out better. You know what I'm saying? You are always able to see what's going on. You're always able to hear what's going on, and you get to know people. I learned that from you. You'll get to know a person better if you just let them go ahead and talk. But if you talk more than anything, you're going to lose them and you're going to miss something because they might see, oh, damn, not to mention this now. He just said that in the third. I ain't going to mention any of this. Some type of growth got to be given here to the world. You know what I mean? In a circle of honor, that's what we're here for, bro.
Absolutely.
We're here to restore it. And we're going to restore it in a positive way. It was somebody that I wanted. Oh, so we usually want the cat out the bag. I feel like Madge Tour following, we can kind of let the world know that he's going to be our next guest. Madge Tour from Black Guns Matter. He's
my guy.
He's an honorable man.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
When I first started speaking, he would reach out to me when I used to go to the schools, and he made sure that I was at all the events. But he was already like, anybody that was attached to Ab or Leak, they always reached out to me when it came down to positivity because they sent it to me and they know that that's all we on, are positive things. So when he reached out to me, I was surprised, but I was kind of happy because it was like, damn, it was like my first time ever being amongst something that was civil. You know what I mean? Something that had some foundation, that was sturdy. I went into school. He always gave me he knew I could speak. He gave me the run on it. So, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to him speaking on gun violence. I'm looking forward to him speaking on individuals and their understanding of what they think is understanding of the gun laws, because he's going to give it raw to you live and direct.
Gun safety.
Gun safety. If y'all don't know, like Rock Uncut, they done some work together before. Free Rock Uncut. He'd be home soon, but Rock is another individual. Check me. Listen, anything that had to do with chess, we was like tag team partners with the speaking with the kids, and he would come, and what we would do was he'd be over there working with them with the chess, teaching them. And what I would be doing was I'll give my speaking afterwards. Mm-hmm. So he would do that to me. I brought him to a couple schools, schools, Latin Boys of School or something like that. He spoke on a big stage with me. 10th and Island Playground, my old neighborhood. He spoke in that joint. I mean, like I said, I feel like the Circle of Honor, what we got lined up and what we're bringing, is a lot more understanding in reference to the youngins being able to grab something than anything. Because how they going to miss that? They can't miss it.
Damn, yeah.
They can't miss it, man. So, I know you want to put a little input in. We touched a lot of stuff of what we wanted to talk about, but I wanted to know about the next project. I know you don't usually we don't talk about the music, but I want to know what's the next project, because a lot of people been asking me in the streets. I can't go nowhere. Erna, yo, I see the podcast and everything, but Leak dropping again?
The next project is done.
It's done.
Purple Hearted. Dropping when I feel like it, but right now I'm a little more focused on the business side of things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a few artists that I'm developing, and, we're going to see where that takes us.
Who's OBH Beya?
OBH Beya is my guy, man. Real sturdy, honorable guy, man.
Saluting, Delaware.
He's definitely a artist. One of the guys, he really don't need too much artist development. He's developed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He got a great sound. One of the top lyricists I've ever heard in my life. So, we're going to, try to make a few things shake for him, man.
Hey, man, listen, I feel it. Like, when I hear, I wasn't listening to the music, but I told you some years ago I heard him. And I told you, I said, back then it was like,
yeah, you ain't like it.
But I heard him. I was just going off the honor when we went out there and we kicked it with him. It was just like off the honor. I ain't really listened to the music. Y'all done the video. He always dropping videos. So it's like the day that we were in the studio, and I came in there because when the way he raps, his artistry, like the way it is, it's like he breaks you into the beat. Like it start off and you like. I'm back, man. Like how that go, and it's like he bring you so far into the beat where he make himself rap around the beat. It's different. It's different. And I'm saying that, and people probably like, what Erner talking about? He make himself rap around the beat. It's like he's a part of it. I don't know what it is. It's like the words.
He don't have a traditional style of rapping.
Right.
He's good.
He's great with it. It's like he's really an artist. You hear me? So, okay, so. What we talking here? I'm hearing about original brotherhood. I'm hearing something about an original brotherhood.
Original brotherhood. That's OBH. That's what OBH.
And I feel like a lot of things that surrounded to it, a lot of big plays that y'all got from individuals that's like, yo, that we've been talking about, and with Ab Appeal in a way, it like opened up a lane of nothing but positivity. Mm-hmm. It opens up a whole different look. It opens up a whole different vision and view of OBH. And I gotta say that to you because you hear a lot of people online, they always try to say, oh, the ball he ain't doing this or he ain't doing that. He is definitely doing a lot more than
I think the
prior.
problem was we never cared about how we was perceived, even though, we was doing a lot of things.
Right.
We was just doing them. So, a lot of times the cameras wasn't out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the stigma, that's how I like when you say change the way that we're viewed.
Right.
Because we didn't change who we were.
Correct.
Too much. You see what I'm saying? We still the same people.
Exactly.
We too old. You can't really teach an old dog new tricks.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? We are who we are. So, with that being said, we didn't change OBH. We doing our best to try to change the way that we're viewed now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying like, man, we don't care, we're gonna care now.
Exactly. That means a lot, though.
Yeah, because a lot of doors can get closed off of stigma.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Something that's just attached to us that just may not be, we haven't earned.
Exactly.
But, when the streets talk, they talk. And they ain't always right.
So how do you feel about the streets? Because a lot of people, they look at us and they say, well, street guys have been to jail. I know how you feel about the streets. I know how I feel about them.
I understand now that the streets is probably the biggest lie I ever told.
Biggest
lie. Myth. There's no win there. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do, 30 years later you feel like you won. It's like you might, everybody I know, it's like they lost so much. It don't matter how they turned out at the end. They don't feel like they won in the streets. They had to get out to get a win.
It's deep because I feel like.
And everybody lying.
Everybody lying, and it don't seem like nobody have the remorse of lives lost in the world we live in today. You know how, like a person to say, man, I lost, you're hearing bag on how much they lost all these millions of dollars in the game. I lost that. But, people don't never talk about their loved ones. You know what I'm saying, brother?
A lot of people be miserable.
Right. That's what it is.
And then they use the everything else to overcompensate the fact that they don't like what they see when they look in the mirror. So they got to put all this extra shit on and, all this extra shit to try to, make up for what they lack in character. And whatever's missing from, what they what they see in the mirror. They flawed.
If it ain't there, they're
they
pointing
know,
at everybody.
and they know they flawed. So I don't even live my life based on no street code, none of that.
Right.
It's what I could live with.
Exactly.
As long as I can stand up, look in the mirror, and be pleased with what I see, then that's how I'm going with it.
Exactly.
I never really did care, and I was always leery of people who did care about what people thought about it.
Right. Too much.
Like, Now, say you put in a situation where, cause it's like, all right, I ain't gonna tell, man. I all these people calling me no rats. I ain't never walking around with that title. Ain't nobody never gonna call me no rat.
Right.
I'm a little leery of you.
Yeah, because why are you speaking on that?
Because how about when they leverage your family, they leverage your newborn daughter, and you stop caring about what people think about you? Is you gonna tell them? Because the reason that you didn't tell, you was saying that you care about what the people think. You don't want everybody calling you a rat. When you stop caring, you just might tell. So I was always leery of that too. I'm gonna do what I do because
ideology too.
I never tell because that's just I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I wouldn't be able to
sleep.
I wouldn't look in the mirror and be pleased with myself, knowing that I'm a stoolie.
Every day you had to
knowing
deal
that I
with
agreed to do some illegal stuff, got caught, and gave up the people that I was with for my freedom.
that we
know going into whatever we go into, we know that there's a chance that everybody ain't gonna make it. We know when you in the streets, you have to know walking out the door is a chance that you might not come back tonight.
Bottom line,
even when you're not in the streets, it's just more of a chance when you in the streets.
That ain't even just about death or jail. Even when about death, about jail also.
Exactly.
You know what I
You
mean?
ain't
Prepared
walking
with the long johns, socks, and
yeah, we're going. You know what I'm saying? That's just a consequence of being in the streets. That's why I say it's always been a myth, but I just realized it. So that's what I be trying to get at youngest.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get at youngest. No, this ain't real. This is fake. Everything you could do with street money,
Right.
it ain't like a different. It's nothing different. Corporate money, street money, house money, car money. It don't matter. It's all the same money, so it don't matter how you get it. You could do the same things with it.
Money is money.
It's money.
Same green, spend the same
Yeah,
way.
I'm saying you could do the same things with it. So if I'm working on my business for 5 years, it pop off in the 6th year, the sixth year.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
So I'm good though. I ain't really take too many losses. I probably took some financial losses.
Right.
But you put that same drive and focus in the streets, you might have a 1.5 year run.
Might.
You know what I'm saying? Running like a madman.
Death, rats, all type of things.
You enjoyed it, but you ain't gonna enjoy it tomorrow.
You in the cell talking about how the story was. Remember, I always used to say that when I was burnt a little bit still, I would say, damn, one thing for sure, if I get cuffed again, I got a hell of an honorable life that I lived going back. I got it, man, I'm cool. Nah, you're not cool.
But kids, you gotta understand that temporary pleasure and all that stuff, you can't really live for the day.
Right.
I know it might be good today, but you gotta always think how it's gonna affect you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you eat today, if you eat something bad, it's gonna affect you tomorrow. It's not gonna affect you today. It's gonna taste good as hell. But your stomach gonna be hurting tomorrow.
Terrible. Eat some, just like me, nighttime with
so
cheese.
that's
milk.
with anything. That's with financial. That's with anything. Drugs, with anything. Don't fall for the temporary pleasure, the temporary, high, the temporary nothing. Because you got to always think about how you're going to feel about it tomorrow.
How
when you
we
wake
gonna
up
feel about
tomorrow. Tomorrow might not be tomorrow as a figure of speech. I'm saying it could be next year. It could be whatever.
Right.
Don't look back and regret none of the steps you made.
You can't.
Like, I shouldn't have did that. Just don't do it.
Before.
Know that is a chance that tomorrow will come. It's a chance.
That's how I always knew I really didn't have an anger problem, that I could control it. I would do things and I'd be like, dang, why don't I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I didn't have to do that. That was dumb. Hold on for a second and you would catch it later. Like, hold on.
Because, as much as we think, you can stop thinking that fast.
Oh, you definitely could
Just
stop
like
thinking.
this.
That
So
quick.
everybody say, I wasn't thinking. They use that joke. I wasn't thinking. So I was like, no, don't let your brain lead you neither. People say don't lead with your heart. Put your feelings in front of you. Don't let your brain lead you neither.
At all, period. My brain.
You follow your gut.
Always. My gut is the number one.
Be as smart as you want, man. Everybody had them glitches. You know, they get to reacting off emotion. No, go with your gut, man. You see something don't feel right, walk away.
Right. So how you feel now that we like kind of had 3 episodes,
3 solid, yeah.
3 solid episodes. Going back down the line, Black Poppy. I feel like that was he gave us the honor. It was like, it wasn't practice when we got to him, but it felt like this was our first one. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot from that interview with him. I learned humbleness, meekness. I learned strength, honor. You know, I learned respect, class. You know, he taught me a lot in that one. Then we had, after him,
Manny.
We had Manny 215. I feel like with Manny 215, he definitely taught the world a lot. Gave the youngins a lot of understanding. He gave them a lot of information. He's still taking little information from the podcast, and people are still locked in. Then Fat Boy, he took us always in the industry. Took us all the way in the industry. I mean, everywhere in there.
Yeah, it's just everything is like a stepping stool, man.
Stepping stool. I feel good about it,
We're
man.
gonna keep getting higher and higher. We're gonna keep getting better and better, you know. And soon we're gonna take over the world. That's just who we are. We take over anything we in, man. Yep. Any room we walk in, it turn in our house. So they already know we coming.
They know we coming. So you know, I want to close off. You got something else to say? You could drop something on them.
Make sure y'all tune into the Circle of Honor podcast, man. Like and subscribe. Kingearner official Kingearner.
Kingearner
official page on Instagram. You know. Follow Likmoss _OBHGJ, man. Tune in to everything we got going on. Videos, movies, all that on the way, man.
Live and direct. Much you.